Our teacher asked me when I was young, draw pictures of what you want to be when you grow up. And I drew a picture of a priest.
I've been a priest for 22 years, and it's been a great, wonderful experience.
At one point in my life, I was interested in and working in show business. I loved the performance, I loved the applause. However, when I think of my life as a priest, there's no audience and there's no applause. There's just this wonderful feeling that you've been an instrument of God.
It's been incredible. It's a wonderful opportunity to serve the people of God. How can you not want to be a priest?
There was a priest friend of mine who, near Halloween, went into a Starbucks to get a cup of coffee. The woman said, "That's a great costume, where did you get it?" It's funny because had he come in there with piercings and his hair dyed all sorts of weird colors, no one would, everyone would have shrugged his shoulders, but coming in as a young priest, it certainly shocked them.
People don't understand the priesthood and why perhaps someone would want to be a priest. But you know what? Follow a couple of priests around and you'll find out right away why they want to be priests and why they're good priests.
I pretty much travel with everything. I have my chasuble here, my alb here, chalice here. This entire box, this is really cool. You want to see it? This entire box is for Mass. I can just celebrate Mass, open up the box. Look at it, got everything for Mass. Alb, all of my stoles, so it's great to take to the nursing homes and wherever we're going to celebrate Mass. The traveling Mass kit.
They get to celebrate the love of Christ with the people of God who are searching, who have a hunger and desire to grow in holiness and to live good, holy lives. Why wouldn't you want to hang out with those types of people all day?
There it goes. A nice color, the blue one.
I know!
Because they are so visible and public, they need to be that sign that goes not against culture, but allows culture to see how it can be transformed.
We live in a society where we're taught that success is to gain, to get lots of money or to look good or to do all of these types of things. But in the end, they fade away.
Father Dave and I are always in the annual 4th of July parade. One year I just decided to bring a squirt gun along, and I said, may I fill it with holy water, give them a blessing while they're out here in 100-degree heat? And people seem to like it. Now the danger is now they're coming after us as well. So,
Hey, have a good class, okay? That's my problem. I rile the kids up. I drive the teachers crazy, I think.
You're never bored. I was not interested in a 9-to-5 cubicle job.
You have fun in the priesthood. People want to see priests have fun, smile on their face, and the priesthood is fun.
Down, set, hike!
Your days are diverse. One moment you're in the classroom, joking around with the kids, and then the next moment you're grieving with a family. Your emotions are constantly engaged in a different way, and so that emotional engagement is very fulfilling.
I have had multiple Saturdays where I've done a funeral in the morning and a wedding at 1:30 and then baptized children in the evening, at Mass. And so you're going from one extreme to another.
We struggle with anxiety, we struggle with moments of great sadness, but we have such joy and blessing in the priesthood.
It's beautiful to be able to know at the end of the day you can put your head on the pillow and say, I did something worthwhile today.
Priesthood is this remarkable way to live these few short years of earthly life, to do something imperishable, to help other people gain the kingdom of heaven. So I can't think of anything better to do with earthly life than to prepare for eternal life.
Without the priesthood, we would have no Jesus in our lives.
And especially at these times when people need guidance, need to get drawn to the church, the priests are up there in the forefront.
All that is joy and happiness and beauty, I just experience through the Lord, and the priests make the Lord present in the world.
It's probably one of the most noble things that you can do, and the most important thing you can do.
Well, this is my room. I'm a huge Packers fan. I have been ever since a little kid. It's always been a passion of mine. So every Monday and Tuesday, we go over to the gym and we play basketball, we play volleyball, we play soccer.
We do sports nights at least twice a week.
We play pool occasionally, foosball, ping pong.
This is a unique place here at the seminary. This is the Rathskeller Down here is where we often will have different nights, social nights basically, where we get together, play games. It's just a great way for us to get together and relax.
I actually have a sailboat in my garage right now. I've taken it out a few times. We live right on a lake here, which is amazing. That I have this sailboat and I'm able to take it out just a mile down the street, put it in the water, go sailing for a couple hours in the afternoon and just spend that time out in the water.
I've had to fly over St. Francis a few times, or over Milwaukee, and I think one of the icons about being here is as you're flying over, you see a lot of buildings, you see the skyscrapers, but one thing that just stands out is St. Francis Seminary, and you can see the cupola, and people will just point out the window and saying, look, what is that? And so it's that proudness of inside saying, that's our home, that's St. Francis Seminary, that's the heart of the Archdiocese.
This majestic driveway, and you kind of have these flashbacks to like Gone with the Wind, and you just got all these oak trees lining the way, and then just a beautiful campus.
For myself personally, I like to get out here as much as I can, just because I've always kind of grew up in the country and I've always been surrounded by nature, and that's just where I feel I experience God the most, just in the silence of a nature and being around all this beautiful creation.
The Blessed Virgin Mother holds a special place in our hearts, and it's no question that Mary brought Jesus to us, and that she taught us how to be a true disciple.
I value taking the education that we learn in class and bringing that into our life and just learning about the truth that is God.
And really that's what a seminary is about. It's a seed bed. We're trying to help people to grow in their faith and to form them to see if in fact they are called to priesthood.
You'll never be happy if you have that feeling, that nudge within you, and you don't respond to it. It will not go away. Do something about it. Do something about it. Whether that's getting in contact with the Vocations Office, your parish priest, looking at going to a seminary, take a tour, and learning more about it.
At some point, I guess you just have to take the plunge.
Let go. Trust Him. Take a step and try. The worst thing that you can say then is, I tried and it wasn't for me.
If you invest yourself in prayer and just give God everything that you've got, be like, this is where I'm at in life. Share everything with Him in that prayer. You'll be able to see what's going on in your life, and you'll also be entrusting that to God.
I have such a conviction that the Lord is calling many of you to priesthood. Please cast out into the deep. Be not afraid. Know that the Lord is with you through it all, and He will bring your life to utter fulfillment when you offer it back to Him.
You lose nothing by taking that first step to say, I want to know more. The next step will make the next one clearer, and that step will make the next one clearer. And in fact, you will ultimately come to find what is the true calling in your life.